Hello, my name is Video Games, and welcome to my drama life. Before I was born, my father had a history of crime and gambling. He told me he started as a kid who was really pushed around. The kids would call him baffleball and shake the whole cabinet to try to score points. Harry Williams, his first mentor, decided to give him a payout system. This system got him banned from virtually everywhere because of the size of farm gambling. During his many years of imprisonment, Gotheb, another mentor, battled with a legal system for his legitimacy. He gave my father flippers, which demonstrated to Core that he acquired skill and stopped his childhood bullies from ever pushing him around again. I was born on February 14, 1962 in Cambridge, Massachusetts on PDP-1. My father was pinball, and to this day I do not know who my mother was. When I was born I was on a Space Force, but throughout my life I've adopted hundreds of names with both and good and bad reputations. Throughout my life I had multiple mentors and teachers that have shaped me this massive giant today. After Space Invaders, Magnavox created the Odyssey and made me into Pong. Atari copied it and put me into arcade game business. They then made home Pong and sold it to Sears. At this point it was pretty much Atari and imitators. In 1977, Atari released the VCS. The industry continues to grow with titles like Pac-Man and Donkey Kong, driving both the arcade and home game business. Then in 1983, I was suffering from depression because everybody hated me and despised me. Nintendo then made everybody actually want to play video games again in 1986 with the NES. They released many important titles after that, like Super Mario Bros. And Legend of Zelda. They controlled the market at this point. Sega tried to enter the market but didn't succeed until they renamed their mascot was Sonic in 1991. In 1991 through 1994, Sega controls the US console market. During this time, Doom was causing a problem by exposing little kids to adult material. The Senate got involved and stated that it was mandatory for all games to have a rating system. In 1995, Sony enters the market with the PlayStation. Sega in turn responds with the Saturn and N64. 1995 through 2001 was a battle for survival for the big companies. PlayStation took chunks of the market away from Sega and Nintendo. In 1998, Nintendo created a whole new industry that was worth about $1 billion in 2001, which was called Pokemon, and it started craze throughout the world. By 2001, only Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo will remain. With my 56 years of life so far, I have gone from a name with $0 associated with it to a $99.6 billion industry. My life was interesting enough to attract the interest of Stephen Kent. In 2001, he wrote a book called The Ultimate History of Video Games. The speaker of this book is Stephen Kent, who is a game journalist and a science fiction novel writer. Kent wrote this book to document and inform how it took over the world one step at a time. But Kent wrote this book with a bias towards consoles in the American market. In the book, he primarily discussed how arcade games shifted to consoles in the home market, but lacked on the coverage of gaming on personal computers. During the 1990s, gaming on personal computers was becoming much more relevant and important, but Kent failed to point this out. He focused solely on the American market and occasionally referencing to Japan here and there. He should have discussed the international market much more, because if a company is entering the industry, they should be armed with the knowledge of the industry on a global scale. However, with this said, his book still had great significance. It was the first book to reveal to the general public the behind the scenes of how video games was created. This book is considered by many a must read for people who are interested in video games and entering the market. When Kent was describing the creation of Atari, he stated, "For years, Bushnell refused to believe that Bristow would take a risk for what amounted to little more than elaborate ruse. Key Games, as it turned out, was created by Atari, and Bushnell and Alcorn sat as board of directors. Rather than chance a real rivalry with an established amusement manufacturer, Bushnell had created a controlled competitor." Kent used this piece of history to review corporate history behind Atari and how they manipulate media to think they were two separate companies with hatred each other. Kent throughout the book uses an informal, enthusiastic conversational tone by using the words like couldn't, can't, and don't in language that we use on a daily basis.